These are the best highlights from the matchup between KT and Fox during the 2024 LCK Summer Split.
You know, we might actually have a level 1 incident. We've had a few of those.
It's more of a game of chicken with this lane. As now down in the bottom lane, this is an excellent dive. Instant cleanse from Henna and a flash over the W, but it's not going to matter. Excellently played, but it's still a good dive here from KT Rolster.
BDD, full prio in mid, this control ward. Good luck contesting this one, BNK. I don't recommend.
Wait, they're just going to charge into the brush here as they're really trying to get on top of BDD, and that is a nice combo on him. He does flash away, but the knockup comes in. Duro is pretty low, though, and BDD is still alive as the last scrub did go to BNK, but what about the rest of your team? The brand value, KT, they run straight into it, and they take an insane amount of magic damage, and now KT are just trying to run away, and that they will, but man, that was it does look like BNK, they're rising to the challenge, and they do want to fight over this one as the arrow is going to hit Deft. Instant cleanse. Nice engage here from Duro once again, but the True Shot Barrage gets a huge amount of value as now Duro, he's just going to go down, goes a bit too close to the sun, and the rest of the team not able to follow up on that. Look at the amount of brushes down there in the river. It's so hard to engage there.
Really nice. FearX fight that back with the brand. Now Leandri is done for Raptor as well. He does a ton of damage. Duro is level 6 now.
Yoshik getting caught on this one. The flash is awkward as well. He throws out Daisy to try to help. He's already got Redemption though, and Beryl is frontlining, but he gets baited in by Yoshik, and I think he's going to go down here. There it goes. Closer to pick up the kill. Now Closer 2-0-1 on this Corki.
Yeah, Closer doing a ton of work in this game, and with the brand having Leandri's as well, Redemption is great when you get engaged on. It's great into burst, but they had so much sustained damage between the Corki and the brand there. Ooh,
wow.
Listen. BNK can now just run up topside and try to trade for the Rift Herald. Still be valuable. It's Chemtech Soul, so feeling less bad about it now, but
yeah,
still great individual stats to pick up here, especially for the Ezreal. The ability haste is going to feel nice. You're just going to be constantly tossing those Mystic shots out. And, you know, at the end of the day, could have been worse, but a bit of a disaster here, considering how much control BNK had leading up to it.
Yeah, it did feel like they were in the right headspace. They were doing all the right things, and then just one mistake down on the bottom side, getting caught by the Ezreal was Henna, and that's kind of leads to quite a big deal. You know, a couple of Drakes already over to the side of KT, and they accelerate their gold lead as well. We'll see what kind of value BNK gets out of this Rift Herald, where they do want to drop it in, because, you know, the top tier 1 is going to go down. A number to that top 1 clear, not really able to defend this with all the pressure. Now the Rift Herald just being put down in the bottom lane here for BNK, and they'll get at least the outer. And perfect, you know, being pressured off of this right now, should be able to get the second charge here.
I actually like this ball clear here. We're just going to have a bit of a neutral fight over the Vision.
Got a little fight up in the top side. Clear, very tanky, and you know what? I mean, BDD's trying his best to layer in some damage, but he's only got one item as Beryl and Yoshik will be here, but so are Duro and Raptor, and an arrow gonna hit BDD. He is so dead, and down he will go. Beryl trying to peel, but he's gonna have to flash away as well. Lots of damage is being traded back, but look at the brand value as well. Beryl is not gonna burn down just because they have the Ivern, thankfully for his sake. But they also have like a decent amount of shielding.
I mean, it's great for KT, you know, with the Ivern. But
yeah, that's true. They're trying to deny it here, though, as the True Shot Barrage not quite what it was in the past. It's not going to steal that. And KT, you can see they wanted to fight over this a little bit as Duro is going to engage, and now the brand once again just burning everyone down as the Redemption, though, able to trade a bunch of damage back, and Deft is really the one that is standing tall and dealing just a ton of damage back to try to trade into
measured, I think, than they normally would because of the compositions. I mean, Beryl's playing a Rel into Alistair, so he's not going to be looking for some
his choice, by the way.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, give me that Rel into Poppy Alistair. R5. They're just going to arrow him, and he just elects to flash. Does have Hex Flash, but that's going to be a win either way to the side of BNK. Small one, but still feels good.
Deft does have some main character energy in this game.
He absolutely does. And now Duro in a really rough spot here, but Deft as well, getting pressured. Still, this looks pretty good for the side of KT, as Clear's going to go in by himself and immediately get isolated. The rest of the team was backing away, and Clear says, you know what? Hold my beer, I'm going in.
Yeah, that was turret going down here. BNK, just a split call, and it's a bit of a yikes. Says, okay, we're in live. I'm a little bit nervous.
I think you're good.
Okay, we're good. So Deft, he gets low here, but gets redeemed then. Okay.
I say that in BDD. Rocket jumps into the fight, and now Duro doesn't have his ult. He is just dead. As he will explode here in just a moment. Deft says, no, give me that kill. Thank you very much. As now we're going to get another pick as once again the front line of BNK is going to be torn apart. And now, absolutely, KT can start up this Baron.
Yeah, Deft is just saying, I'm not going to be on that Ezreal loss streak list. I'm Deft. It's Ezreal.
True.
It's not happening. He's playing incredibly well this game. And unfortunately, BNK, we'll see how this all went down when we go into the replay, but just...
Yeah, this can't happen. He's just going to be isolated, trying to do the blue buff right next to the team that's doing the Baron. You can't do that. As now Closer are going to force a flash. Kind of
little Raptor here. I mean, you miss every blue buff you don't take. I don't know.
Fine, you know, Closer just Valkyries away, but it's fine if you have ult, as you mentioned, on the Alistar, but not fine in that position, as now they're going to be isolated, and they just have the damage to peel through the Poppy. She's just not that tanky right now with the LDR online, with the 3-item Ezreal, who's so fed, as now Cassante, is he killable? Well, the answer is no, I should have known. BDD in a little bit of trouble, but the Ivern is just denying so much damage. It's insane what this champ can do, especially from ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the uptime of those shields, it's pretty absurd, especially when you're retreating and your shield isn't actually contacting with anybody. You just get that CDR, and then you're like, okay, I got guard. So he doesn't have that extra safety anymore either, and that's a real big problem here, is relatively low econ.
But it doesn't seem to matter to Deft.
Yeah. So when the shield hits somebody, you know, it's a longer cooldown, but when it doesn't, it's...
We know that Deft is able to do it. He's level 16 now, and nobody can really touch him, right? He's just given so much freedom, especially with the lead that they have. And yeah, Arrow going to be eaten by the Rel, providing that front line. We're just dashing into them as now an excellent engage from Barrel. Wow, that was amazing. He's going to die, but man, that looked cool.
Hey, he got all of them, and then he disappeared, but he was able to CC them all.
Oh boy, and we got Rylai's here ticking. I mean,
here comes Clear.
AT's being chased down. That's 2 kills now, as Clear is coming in from behind. The front line of KT Rolster is gone, and the Baron is about to spawn. Down will go Tristana, and BNK, their base is in tatters. And Deft is still doing insane damage. Okay, that was, okay, I'm not sure about that one, as now the flash comes in from the Alistar. Oh, the shield though, man, this guy is crazy.
Blast bone action.
Yeah, now it's just Ivern. And Pyosik, I think, eventually, now he's just too fast. Or is he? Clear is coming in, chasing him down. Guys, their base is dying at the same time, but they don't seem to care. Closer is going to get that kill. And yeah, this is
staving off the super minion pressure for long enough to actually start this one. And I mean, there's a way back into this game potentially.
Yeah, I mean, they should get this Baron 100%. Wow, that smite was incredibly late. He smited that at like 187. Meanwhile, their base is in a lot of trouble, as now Perfect trying to stop the backs, but the Baron empowered recall is not good enough, and they will stop the backs. It's only Closer and Alistar to get back, but maybe a couple of kills here to the side of KT is Clear, and Hannah doing a number to these guys, but eventually Clear is going to go down. Eventually, right? Okay, there you go. Well, this game is just insane.
I mean, they ended up getting the kill onto Perfect there as well. They do defend the bait. The Baron empowered minions are not as good defensively as they are offensively, but it will still help, as Raptor has a huge role to play here in the potential to base defense, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough.
He just used his wave clear in a Daisy.
Yeah,
that's not going to help.
That's not helpful.
He's still, okay, well, Daisy's going to go down, and the Baron empowered minions do come out, but they did lose a Nexus turret.
But it's not a huge deal. There's still a way in for FearX, but this is actually quite significant to give this one up. Yeah. There's just nothing they can do.
It's pretty large. It's actually huge. I mean, Cassante and Rel love it. One team fight goes the way of BNK. Closer is 6-0 with full build. Anything could happen, as that is a big true shot barrage. And Clear is being chased down here. He is going to avoid all the knockups. Not that one from Daisy, though, as this first inhibitor is going to go down, and the damage from Deft is just insane. And they're not really responding to it at all. It's Clear. It's nearly going to die. Deft this time he is going to Arcane Shift away from the team.
This brand is so valuable here on the defense. They're sitting on this one Nexus turret.
really need to focus on clearing the waves out as that they will. The arrow comes in, the engage from BNK not great as Closer going to take a bunch of damage. In goes Barrel, and the True Shot barrage once again is huge. Redemption comes in, but now Perfect is alone in that back line as the Alistair is insane, but he does get Henna down, and now the massive Tristana damage comes in, and KT, they will limp across the line, but they will at least finish in first in this first game, as it will be the Nexus to go down. Duro looks like he will survive, much to the chagrin of the remaining KT members. And that'll do it. Game 1 will go into the hands of KT Rolster.
At the end of the day, Henna is, you know, you can see that his conversation.
The dive they were looking for.
Yeah, great cleanse from Deft. You know, changing the turret aggro very quickly is
Yeah, Closer, ooh, nice buffer, but just barely getting out of there. As that matchup has now gone over to BDD, so now they have 3 winning lanes.
Yeah, Pioshik's not done.
Yeah, Closer, no jump, easy as that. Pioshik says, thank you very much. First blood goes to Sejuani.
Then anything he does is just going to be like, okay, well, I know where he's here. We'll go to the other place. We get a successful gank. We get a successful summer, you know, grab away.
Front of his 80 carry.
Pioshik's here.
And yeah, I mean, they're just getting them low for the follow-up dive, and that is exactly what is coming in now. The ult straight into Duro as Beryl is in a bit of trouble. Will be traded back as Nautilus, very difficult to dive, and even Deft is going to go down. So a 2 for 2, but denial of CS, and Pioshik is just getting even. It's like pretty lucky, actually, for Beryl.
This time the turret's really low, so Pioshik can just bide his time here and push them away.
Yeah, they are going to ward it, so at least they do see him. Duro, nice buffer on that one, but here comes BDD, and Duro is not long for this world. Pioshik can just solo the both of them. Doesn't need much help at all, and that's going to be another kill onto Pioshik, who was already very large.
Team fight, Vistana gets some side lane pressure. You know, maybe. She's only got 2 grubs, but Perfect is just teasing Clear at this point, who cannot teleport to do anything bottom side.
It's not Chemtech Soul again, and if it's Hextech...
Oh! Valdez, the Savant!
I don't know why
the Rain Man!
This week. I don't know, I got sick, and then all of a sudden I gained powers.
So it gets even worse. Is that what you were gonna say? If it's Hextech?
Yeah, because you know the catch potential with the Hextech Soul is just insane with the Ashe and the Azir and the whole comp. Clear is in a bit of a rough spot here as he's gonna get stunned to the turret, and Beryl is ganking him. Now we do have Maokai coming on up, but Cassante doing Cassante things. Will it happen? As Beryl doesn't want it to happen, but you can't deny Cassante.
In mid. Man, this is just going to be a game where win lane, win draft, win game. It looks like, I mean, BNK just can't do anything in this one.
Yeah, they weren't left with a lot of options here as Braum able to take that one in, and now the Sejuani ultimate going to be thrown, but able to dodge 20 extra farm, a bounty, and yet they're the same level.
Crazy.
XP, one hell of a drug. As now Pioshik, we'll see, we'll test that theory. Is he actually unkillable? I guess against 5 people, he is not, as he will go down. BDD also just going to die for some reason, as that fight was not good.
Is the Soul, they have Soul, or they will have Soul Point if they grab this. They have full pryos, perfectly punished in the cross.
Now it's going to take a TP and losing a Drake for it. Will it work out? Will they even kill him? I think with 3 people they should be able to, especially with the Tristana damage, as in he goes and down he goes. And the shutdown will go over to Cassante. And yeah, it's in trade for a Drake.
Does a lot of damage on this Azir. Deft still showing in mid, and if BNK try to commit, they're going to be into Emperor's Divide.
Yeah, you don't really want to engage onto Beryl as they're using a lot into the Braum. And down will go Henna. No cleanse. No way to get out of that one, but the Braum does go down, and now the front line is only perfect, but huge staying power for him, and Pioshik actually still in the front line as Clear, trying to assassinate BDD, might just be able to, but no, he goes down. And this should be the fight over to the side of KT Rolster, just barely getting across the line, and that should be Baron for them.
A little bit concerning the way that all played out for KT, a little bit closer than I think he wants to get done with it, see if he is zoned away again, as Raptor does have that Nature's Grasp.
Slows are coming in once again, and now Duro's in a lot of trouble. That Braum ultimate is huge value to Maokai. Nature's Grasp is going to keep them all at bay, but the chase will not be denied from the side of KT. And here comes BDD, takes the weirdest angle, but it does not matter. Only gets Clear, but once you take the Cassante down, the rest of the comp will fall like a bunch of dominoes, as Duro is going to throw this into Beryl. but that's not the Ashe. And in goes Depth, and he will take everybody down, and that will be the end of this fight.
Depth has had enough. He's ready to go home. And yeah, BDD gets his revenge on Clear as well. On that one, the Emperor's Divide only gets the Gasante, the one that pulled him away last time, but this should be KT with this Baron buff for another minute, closing this one out. Not a clean ace, but nearly there. KT dominate with the better draft, tons of map control. Few whoopsies, a few, tripping over shoelaces in the mid game, but it's okay in the end when you're this far ahead. It just doesn't matter.
Just doesn't matter. They're grouping up for another team picture as Pilshik gonna throw up the thumbs up. And
these were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup between KT and Fox. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.